If I let the pendulum of my cock swing, eventually it'll go in.
Oh no, I've broken my penis.
Comes back and breaks his fucking dick in half. He's
like, oh no! No, that wasn't supposed to happen! Fuck. This wasn't part of my theory!
I added momentum!
Betwixt the ruby seas, deep in the eye of the storm, a bastion of beef and hope lies nestled in the sand. 4 men almost lost to the deep now find tranquility within its walls. And now they're inviting you in for a tale unlike anything you've ever heard before.
My hair. Fucking AIDS.
Yeah, that's why I've been rocking the hat.
This makes me ill. I'm not even joking. I'm so upset right now that my hair looks this fucking bad.
Do you have any hats?
Let's see if I can get a hat on with the... I want to keep the bandana. Now I look like a gay trucker. What the fuck?
I love Jack's films, and I love Jesus.
And boys.
And Donald Trump.
I love Trump, Jack's films, and Jesus, the 3 Gs.
Yesterday, I asked you your thoughts
on the vaccine.
What if our country's elections were done through AI? Like, just come on.
Yesterday, I asked you, who do you want to be president? It's just a Twitter poll.
This is like stupid answers, like, Shrek 2.
I can't even hear because I'm listening to Rage Against the Machine right now, bro. Paul, shut up.
Yo,
I'm raging against these.
Yo, let's just play that instead of the podcast.
Rage Against these.
It's a cover band. Every song they come out, they're like, you guys want to listen to D's? And the audience is like, D's what?
D's nice.
You remember that band of the girl that brought the dude on stage and pissed all over him and then like degraded him and threw him off?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What
One,
a lucky
that
guy.
was 45 minutes for me and I almost went to that festival.
Yo, you could have gotten pissed on.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I actually was going to go with my uncle and then it was like COVID spiked again. I was like, fuck that. 2, they're a Rage Against the Machine, like ska rock cover band. Like, not fully ska, like they're metal, but they have a whole brass section with them. And she's doing, I think she was doing Guerrilla Radio or some shit, like the song from like Tony Hawk Underground 2 or some shit.
Yeah.
And she just
She raged
pissed all
against
over
his
the dude.
face.
What sparked that? Like, what?
That's the funniest thing is that like the video starts just as she's about to start pissing on the dude. It's lacking any context.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, like, the audience seems mostly fine with it. Like, no one's booing or anything. Everyone's like, woo!
Piss on him!
I had to edit TMG reacting to that, which is one of my favorite edits that I've done because there was just so much memeing to do with that. Like, at one point, the dude gets up and she's like she's immediately embarrassed and wants to get him off the stage to like just like make everyone forget. And then he won't get off, so she completely walks off to the side and keeps singing like behind the curtains. It's so fucking weird. But he stands up after getting pissed all over. He stands up in the front of the stage. He wipes it down into the bottom of his face and opens his mouth. And then he does like a Triple H ring entrance and goes and piss. Dude, he creates like an Elden Ring poison cloud for the entire audience with one Triple H like mouth blow. It was nuts. And the piss had like a hair light on it so you could see it fucking go everywhere, you know, like it was illuminated.
That probably killed more people than the Trevor Scott concert.
Yeah, imagine everybody just like contracted chlamydia like in their
died immediately.
The new chlamydia COVID hybrid.
I love everybody asking like what the context is. It'd be really funny if the context was literally her just like, who wants to get pissed on?
Honestly,
this one guy was like, me!
Yeah, it's like a 90s fucking, it's like a 90s game show and everyone, and the whole audience just like, piss. And they have like a whole Wendy Williams thing that they do, like the whole audience knows to do this secret chant and she fucking pulls her pussy out.
You joke, Andrew, but like that probably is what happened because I feel like you would have had to consent to having that happen. Like you couldn't just be like, someone come up on stage, I've got a surprise for you.
No, it seemed like that dude was, like he knew it was pee before and after and was hype.
He was loving it.
You can see the way he's staring up. He's just like,
he doesn't even cover his face, close his eyes, nothing.
We might have talked about this when it happened. The next day they go to Twitter and they're like, we're so sorry. Last night, whatever it's Sarah or whatever her name is, got a bit too excited. They really downplayed the fact that she got a guy on stage and peed on him.
I think she's
They made it
also
sound like
married.
she screamed or something.
She's married to somebody of interest also, like a decently big actor, or like even it might have been like a state level politician or some shit. Like she's
Really?
she's married she's married to someone important. I remember I found
Jax
that out like
Films.
months after. Yeah, no, exactly.
That's wild. Like, how do you? I feel like to get to the point where you want to piss on someone during, like, I don't know. Granted, I don't know this band, but it just strikes me as like she seems like one of those people who's like, yeah,
babe.
rock and roll. We're wild. We gotta do crazy stuff. I know. I'll piss on a man. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Rage Against the Machine was like, we're gonna fucking do a Flash concert on Wall Street and shut down the trading floor. You know, like that
Right,
shit's crazy.
yeah.
Like billions of dollars were lost when that happened.
Exactly,
It's fucking insane. And then this bitch is like, I'm gonna pee on people in front of people. It's very taboo. It's a little weird. I don't know that it's a gray area in the law. Like, and it's like
It doesn't really relate to any
stand are you
song
making?
before or after.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this one, elites?
Normalized scat porn.
But do you reckon it was one of those stupid like fucking liberal woman things? It's like, this is empowering.
I don't even think so. It was like more of a rock star thing. Like Rage Against the Machine
Yeah.
can't do this.
I guarantee somebody did watch that and was like, oh yeah, you go girl.
You think that
piss
dude would have
girl.
been down for
You girl bossed his face.
what's his name? Fucking. You think that dude would have been down for oh my god, what's his name? I'll just go Tom Morello. You think if Tom Morello whipped out his penis and wanted to pee on that dude, he would have been down, or was it pussy?
Yo. Yeah, I feel like he'd be like, oh no, I'm okay. Just want to shake your
Just-
hand.
Shake my penis.
Bow, bow, bicka, bow, wow, wicka, wicka, wicka. And then they're like, there's just all the band in the background with the full brass section as mentioned earlier, just like,
Yeah.
so Wendy's really going for it.
Dude, that's what happened because she walked off the stage like really, and she pissed all over the guitarist's pedal
He had
board.
post-piss
my
clarity.
God.
The pee started flowing down the stage to his pedal board, which like pedal boards for certain guitars are thousands of dollars. Yeah, so like he's trying to keep up the song. Like they're kind of playing like an interlude at this point because she doesn't know what to
Yeah.
do, and she walked off the stage, and then she just comes back with like a towel you'd use to dry your face, and just tries to like pathetically mop up her piss.
Oh god,
Or-
she cleaned up after
Yeah,
herself.
she cleaned up
That's
while
like,
the guitarist is like panicking, and the brass is just trying to do a solo to like
A little-
fill the
That's
song.
Oh
the
my
least
God.
rock and roll thing ever.
Yeah, you should have rolled around in it or some shit.
I know, like go
Yeah,
all the way
listen-
at that point.
Elderly
Yeah.
janitor gets up on stage and just kind of starts like slowly mopping it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be really fun. That'd be like a Family Guy bit or something.
That's a lot of piss. Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about something. I wanted to talk about this last week and the week before, but I kept forgetting. This is just the intro. I don't want to just talk about me, but
I want to hear about you, James.
dude, thank you, bro. This
I
is
do
me right
too.
now.
Fortnite balls, I'm gay.
So I'm 15 days into a ketogenic diet, which I've done
Let's
before in my
go!
life.
Let's
I
go.
peed on a stick, not on a man.
Atta boy.
Well, I peed on a man who had a pee stick in his
His name
mouth,
was
and he's
Stick?
like, "Yup, you're in keto." So
You're
good. I'm officially in keto for 15 weeks, and I'm also
let's
sober
go.
again. So I'm
Hell
fucking,
yeah.
I'm chilling, and I'm telling you, I'm just putting it out there. I'm gonna lose 100 pounds by the end of beef season 2. So I realized, you search up like ketogenic pizza. How do you eat pussy on keto? Can you suck
Fortnite
penis on
balls,
keto?
I'm gay.
How much
Can you
protein
get
is in the
pissed on?
average semen dump? And so Google
Is semen vegan?
exactly.
How many calories are in
Google's
cum?
picking up on this. 132 per serving.
Yo.
Google's picking up on this, and so they know that I'm searching. Like I want it,
140.
like as good as fucking Google, ads and shit are. They're figuring out that this guy wants to get healthy. But what I've realized is instead of showing me, ketogenic cauliflower wings,
Yeah.
or a ketogenic turkey club, they are ramming McDonald's and Burger King ads down my throat.
Are you serious?
Motherfuckers,
And
that's
it's
so
re-
fucked.
So
It's not
cruel.
affecting me. I'm,
He's gay.
whatever. I'm gonna look like The Rock by next
Fortnite
year.
balls, man. What can I
Fuck.
say?
What can
Courtney,
we
cut
say?
that out.
Yeah, eat our ass, Google.
Courtney, cut that out.
He's gonna say it.
Fucking.
You heard it here first. A year from today, James is gonna say the word.
That reminds real quick aside. I watched this random show. You know, we talked a while ago about random shows you watch that you don't like. No one's ever talked about since.
Random.
And I brought up that one where the guy has tomorrow's newspaper, and then he's able to whatever. I watched the show in Japan. It was like an American show that was just dubbed or subbed for Japanese, so I could just listen to it. It's about like the entire world blacks out for 15 minutes and then comes back to. The key part of that is they have a vision of like a year in the future of where all of them end up. But one of them is this white dude, and in his vision, he's black.
Dude, that is.
And it sounds bullshit.
That show is a CW show for sure. No other network writes that show but the CW.
But either way, he's still him. I think the actor just had to do blackface, which is very progressive for its time.
Crazy,
but I think, like what it was, and I think it's a real disease that. Because the other thing he becomes absolutely fearless. Like he just does not. He's not afraid of anything.
Is that part of the blackout or the black face? Which one gave him the courage?
Oh,
the
really?
Black face. Because I think it is actually a real disease disorder or whatever, where like you have, I guess, like, what is it? Melanin?
Vitiligo?
McDonald's. It turns off the scared part of your brain and then apparently also changes the pigment of your skin. Apparently that might be real, but anyway, that's like what they wrote into the show.
Eugenic shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It was really weird. I watched it in Japan being like,
sign me up.
What is the show? And then I never thought about it until just then.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, James. That was
actually Robert Downey Jr. looking into the future of his movie career in 2007. Basically, it was just very, I guess not surprising. You know, I made a whole video on fucking algorithms and shit, but it was just so.
Go watch it.
It was so disgusting that, like, you know, everyone knows you say one word wrong and it knows what you want to buy like tomorrow or some shit. It's like listening to your fucking microphone. Like this was a conscious thing of like, or it's not conscious, but this was a thing like, oh, this guy wants to better himself. That's a profit loss there. We have to fucking make sure that doesn't happen, you know? So let's throw every one of his fucking vices in his face for at least the first week that he's trying to kick shit. It was just, it wasn't surprising, but it was just like, it motivated me a little bit more because it was just like, damn, that is fucking, like, I don't even think that should be legal in my opinion. Like it's one thing to collect data and like, you know, promote stuff to you at some point. You know, people have been doing that since they were like Saturday morning cartoons. Cereal, but that wasn't a computer figuring that out. But
to use it against you,
to do it like, hey, you know, you want to spend money, here's what you should spend it on. You like this, but to be like, you want to better yourself? No, fuck you. Your money is ours, and you have to, you know, be a fat fucking incontrollable loser for your money to be ours. So we're gonna try to do everything in our power to make sure that you're still fucking fat next year. Like,
that's so fucked. Because you fully would thought they would start like you say, they'd start suggesting you
give
like,
me
oh, here's health foods, here's like other things. That's what you've actually been looking at.
I'll buy it.
Now they're like. You can change, like, you shouldn't have to do this obviously, but you can go in and like set your preferences to not do that shit, right?
I'm more so thinking about, you know, like the 40-something-year-old that really wants to make a change and, you know, they're not aware of any of this shit and they're doing good for a week and then they just get a Big Mac ad at the wrong time, which it sounds funny, but it's happened to me before. Like, I'm a couple days in and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I get a fucking Big Mac ad on YouTube.
And I deserve this. Yeah,
like they're and then the next morning I wake up feeling like shit and it just perpetuates through the next month of just eating like garbage. It's it's fucking it's scumbag shit. But it was just it was a very motivating moment because it was like, even the powers that be want me to be fucking fat. Like, fuck that.
And by that he means the Jews.
Courtney, cut that. That's not what I mean, Courtney. Courtney, you specifically need to know I don't mean that.
I love the idea that you're not even explaining that to the audience. You're just worried about what Courtney is thinking.
Courtney, please, specifically you. I didn't mean that. You're not even Jewish, Courtney, I didn't.
Courtney, I'm
please.
Sorry. Courtney, I always get Jews and Greeks confused. I don't know what you are.
It's the
Courtney, fucking cut that.
Andrew's on a roll.
Yeah, Andrew's going crazy.
He's boosted.
I know, I got the booster.
Yeah.
Just messaging
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, the Bill
Eastern
Gates
Bloc.
5G chip hit you. They're starting to make you anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
I saw it. Did you guys see that?
Andrew's gonna start getting fucking advertisements for fucking a trip to Palestine or something.
I saw a trip to Palestine in an AR-15.
Yeah.
I saw,
Gun permit.
did you see the picture that was circulating where it was some like college being like talking about their like, you know, social justice program or whatever? It's like, we're anti-homophobia, anti-sexism, anti-Semitic.
Oh my
I
god!
didn't realize that one you're not meant to leave the anti in. Like they fully cooked. They were just trying to put we're anti everything bad, but didn't realize that Semitic is the is
We're
that like they're not meant to-
anti-Semitic.
Yeah, we're anti. They should have had a double anti.
Yeah.
That's
They
so
should have
funny.
Semitic.
just said we're Semitic. Like if you join, you get a fucking yarmulke and a dreidel is when you walk in the door. And what do you fucking want from me?
You get a Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to the club, baby boy.
Put on your
Eat it.
yarmulke.
Give it a
Gordy, put a
kiss.
spinning dreidel. It's
Okie dokie, if you say so.
Shout out Jewish people. Today's
be one of
episode
you
is
one
sponsored
day.
by Jewish people.
It's sponsored by
Jewish
JewishMeat.com.
JewishSpin.com.
We're all on there.
Uh,
You might end up with us.
Dreidlespin.com.
James, you had a question.
You guys ever see an advertisement?
I've seen a couple
seen one too.
today.
I'm familiar.
Okay.
It's weird seeing the stuff that Google thinks you're into. Like for some reason, I keep getting ones about like entrepreneurship. You know, like fucking Tyler.
Oh,
You're an entrepreneur.
That is true. You are technically self-employed.
I'm also not a sucker. Like I'm not. They keep showing me these ads where it's like, I'm making $5,000 a month, completely passive income. Here's how you can do it. Just click
Oh
the
my
link below
God,
and
man.
and it's like,
Oh, God.
okay, if you're making money, why would you want anyone else to crowd? Like that's just business
Right.
101.
Here's
Why
a
would you
pair of
want
boots that pull
competition?
up themselves by their laces.
At least that would be something tangible. These ones, all these like intangible idiots being like,
Yeah,
I just
fucking
make $5,000
scumbags.
doing, and you could
Yeah.
be too.
I feel like Instagram is the fucking worst for advertising because
Yeah.
they just like pull in all of your data and like
Yeah.
I was getting advertisements for shit that like I've never even looked up before, but like I could see how you would like come to a conclusion like
Right,
that. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like it was like, you know, I'd look up like music, right? Or like Instagram accounts of like different bands I like, and then it'll slowly snowball into like, oh, cute girl playing the drums of this band you like, and it just comes up in like little shorts thing.
Yes.
And then like,
Yeah.
and then it just slowly snowballs, and eventually you go to like your little magnifying. I barely use Instagram, but like basically it's the equivalent of like
just
YouTube's
tits.
trending tab, right?
Yeah.
And it's just tits. Like
just
I like what the fuck? But now I just get like ads for like cooking, which is
Dude.
fine. Like I like that. Just like just cooking your own food, like that kind of shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, silverware and stuff like that. Like I'm okay
but
with that.
So I started a YouTube, Instagram account for my YouTube. So it's pretty much a fresh account. Barely use it for anything. Only thing I followed is like some local restaurants and like some other YouTubers. And when I go to the little search thing, it's like tits and like pimple popping, like really gross shit. That like
my God,
I haven't clicked on any of that. But it's like it's interesting that Instagram or Facebook's like, all right, this guy's got a fresh account. Give him the gross shit that's gonna make him close the app.
Dude, I've seen multiple times on like Am I the
Ask
Asshole like
Jeeves.
on Reddit. Ask Jeeves. I always see tits on there. What the hell? On
Googling
Jeeves
boobies.
is
I
a
don't know what I'm
Harvey
doing wrong.
motherfucker.
even Jeeves has them now. I don't know how that happened.
The liberals won.
On Reddit, like I don't even see it on Reddit because I don't really go on Reddit, but I'll see it on like Twitter or some shit of like an Am I the Asshole like subreddit where it's like you post your problem and it's like, am I the asshole, or usually is it like my partner, is he she they the asshole? And it's like
Right.
fucking I see ones constantly, not constantly, I've seen 3 or 4 where it's like my boyfriend's For You page is literally just fucking tits and ass. And he tries to tell me he doesn't even use his Instagram, but like, that's curated, is it not? And then it's like thousands of people saying like, yep, I just look up dogs and mine is only dogs. No, it fucking isn't. Dude, I don't even use, I haven't used, I legit have not used Instagram unless it was for a video, which is like 3 times in the last 5 years. I open the Explore page to type in someone's name. It's fucking tits and ass, the whole fucking thing. I haven't used this shit since I was 15. I'm like 24. Dude, like, your boyfriend? No, it's not fucking curated.
It's
People
just Instagram
like tits
pushing
and ass.
tits in his face.
Yeah.
And Instagram knows that. Like, oh, he's a guy. Yeah, he likes boobs.
Yeah.
Give him the boobs.
Yeah.
It was just so
the
crazy.
boobs.
It was like, yo, break
give him the
up with him.
boobs.
He's a liar. And it's like, imagine this kid sitting there like, I don't even use the app.
That's
What do you
crazy.
mean? I'm breaking up with you. You're a liar. You're gaslighting me, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I get tits and ass all the time on my Explore page too, but I mean that is what I use it for.
Okay.
Yeah, you are searching tits and ass account page.
Directly, just
Fan
like,
page.
You're like,
Babe's
oh man.
tits, 67.
Andrew's got a profile picture taken from down here, and he just comments, "Oh, babe, nice rap."
He's got some wraparound sunglasses.
Beautiful tits. Would love to see them without the bra.
The funniest thing is on like Facebook where like, remember when they first introduced the like system and it popped up on people's pages being like, oh, James Miller likes, and then some people made these stupid account names that were like, oh, James Miller likes you, or whatever. Andrew Miller likes the smell of a freshly cut pussy, or what, like it's just these. It was something that played off the idea that it popped on people's pages and said such and such likes. So I liked a bunch of those because I was an idiot. And then I'll go on Facebook every now and then these days, and it'll pop like these pages which got like millions of likes just off that gimmick back in the day.
That's crazy.
Have been dead for years, and then some like fucking scam artist from like Russia or China or something comes in and pays like, oh, hey, I'll give you $1,000 for this dead account of yours, and then they take it and they just start posting links to like fucking spam sites or hack shit or whatever. So you just out of nowhere be scrolling my
Win a free
Facebook
iPod.
feed. Yeah, and it's like that feeling when your best friend brings you McDonald's home.
Took me a few minutes to like, a few seconds to like comprehend the accent.
Win a free iPod. I was
Yeah, take that, Putin.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
So it is.
That's what you sound like.
That is our entire statement on the Russia-Ukraine war.
Yeah.
And that is the only statement
Win a
we'll have
free
on it.
iPod. Hey, Putin, win a free iPod.
Win a
Click
free
the link in the
iPod.
description.
Just real quick on that, it's so funny to see all the fucking like they're straight up like Ukrainian wiki hows on like how to take over like a shitty Russian tank that got like stuck in the middle of your town or something. Like, it's so funny to see a country with like 6,000 nukes that wants to take over Europe. Like, they roll in and their own tanks just stop working and they just like leave them and run away. It's like a fucking Family Guy episode. Like, it's so not to say that the war is funny or anything, but it's like so funny to see the incompetence. Like, you rolled up, you rocked up, and then your tanks were just like, it's cold.
I've seen people making fun of the tanks. I think it's the T-90s, the Russian tanks, because they've got this thing. It's this cage on the top that's meant to like deflect missiles, but it just doesn't. So people have been calling it. People have been calling it the cope cage.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine.
War's funny.
War is funny. Win a free
War's funny.
iPod.
I'm annoyed. Putin just sees an ad that says "Win a free iPod, invade Ukraine." And he's like, "Okay."
It's like when the U.S. Army fucking made 18-year-old boys click to win a free elite Xbox controller and to join the army.
The whole thing started because Putin saw like invade Ukraine and come in 40 seconds. He was like, okay.
What? Wait,
You
what?
won't last 40 seconds in Ukraine.
What? I have everything in the world, but I can't come in 40 seconds.
I'm imagining somebody like setting a timer, like, you know what? No, let's test this out. I'm calling bullshit.
No, definitely. To be fair, though, I see on Reddit and shit sometimes, just because Reddit's a nice place to find porn. That's the only thing I really use it for. When I don't jerk off a lot, but when I do, I'm looking on Reddit. But there's so many people that'll, dude,
Reddit is sexy.
Reddit comments on porn are so weird because people will like thank people for posting stuff, which is so, it's like, dude, there's not meant to be an interaction here. You upvote it if you like it and you click the link. Nobody wanted
Reddit
to interact
gold, brother.
with
I came
this dude.
very
Fucking
heartily.
weirdo. But fucking, I see people on there that will comment under it like, I only made it 31 seconds into this one, or I only made it so when she said this at 3 minutes, I cummed, like I couldn't, and it's like, It's like,
oh, bro, up top, me too.
it's just it's a weird
Yo,
thing. Of
prove it.
one, you're saying that's weird. But two, like,
Right.
I guess they jerk off in a different way where it's like, I'm just gonna do this until I'm gonna come and not stop myself. But like, I'd be having a grand old time with it. Like, it's not just,
You'd be lighting
I'm gonna
candles.
do
A
this
several course
60
meal.
RPMs, and whenever it happens. Like, what the fuck? And then
Train
I'm
has
gonna
left
tell
the
people what
station. There is
timestamp.
no stopping.
Yeah.
You go to the timestamp and she's just gaping. Like, it's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
man.
You're like,
it's just like a
puking.
no, the sex is already done. No, it
Yeah,
hasn't even
she's
started
talking.
yet.
She's like, I love
yeah.
you.
It's like the BTS
like,
interview, like they're just like chatting or whatever, and the guy's like, oh.
When she talked about her family, that's when I
Dude, I've really quick. I meant to tell this back in fucking October because this is when it happened, and I put it in multiple times, but I always forgot. So one time I was watching this porn back in October. It was just like a fucking girl going at it like solo, but it said like a spooky one or something, and she had like fucking, like spiders on the wall or something, like a little fake snow.
Yeah, it's
not
October.
snow, but then you get to the end, and like, I guess everyone's different. I like to nut at the end of a porn, or like, at the big moment. So I'm getting ready to nut, and then the spooky part was she put in a crazy fucking jump scare. So I'm like leaking my nut at this point. And it's like, it's fucking, and you're like locked in. You're like, oh my fucking god, this is the best thing in my life. And then it was just like a 2006 YouTube jump scare cut in that was ear raped
Like the
to
fucking
shit.
Exorcist face.
Dude, I was so upset.
It's
That's
like the
so
fucking
mean.
maze.
I felt it immediately brought you to that point where
Fucking
no, I think it really was the maze, the one that looks like the ring girl. Like,
Yeah, the
dude,
Exorcist face.
Oh god.
it takes a few seconds to get to that point after you nut where it's like, damn, I really just did that. That's like really sad. But to get to be in the middle of nutting and have you
That's
jump scared by some
so
fucking like cam girl, and you're just like. Damn, like you're immediately back in action. You're like, fuck, I'm so pathetic. It just immediately like, you deserve that, you piece of shit.
You look down at your soft dick in your hand. You're just like, man.
But that shit got me so hard.
Did you cut from like a close-up angle of a pussy to like a wide angle one, so you start leaning in a bit to like see what she's doing more, and that's when it fucking hits you. And it comes out of the pussy.
Oh my god.
Imagine like a
crazy,
psychological horror like porn. Like, you think you're just watching like a porn, like a regular smut film, and then like, she's like spread eagle or fucking, flaps, e.g. vagina are open, and then just like a little creature, just a little dude starts walking out of it.
A little
And it's all like,
That's actually kind of like,
You don't be crazy.
Fred,
It's like,
pussy monster.
it's a new Sesame Street character.
I'm Fred the pussy monster.
I go once a month. John Cena is my dad in my movie.
that's how they explain periods.
When you nut inside your girlfriend, you're actually nutting on me, a man. You're gay.
No! No! It can't be!
But Elmo isn't gay.
Selma watching.
Fred the pussy monster, bro. Now that's a porn I would watch.
I'm gonna throw up.
He walks out and it's like a 2011 meme. Just fucking. No, I keep pressing the wrong one, bro. I swear I don't mean to do that. I'm trying to hit this one. He walks out and it just hits you with that. God damn it.
God.
Fuck. But yeah, I got jump scared while I was nutting.
Do you like
That's fucking
blow a
wild.
hole in your toilet because of the extra FPS on the nut?
No, Dad. Like,
like,
imagine how like. There's nothing in the world that gets any animal as focused as having, doing whatever.
Yeah,
Not having sex.
It's
Having
your
sex with my
entire
fucking hand,
life's
but, like,
goal.
Yeah, like there's nothing that locks you in
Fucking
like that.
feed.
Besides maybe like fighting for your life or some shit. So imagine you're in that moment and then you just get fucking brutalized by a jump scare.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd almost rather, like, I don't really like jump scares to begin with, and I feel like I'd rather hear like my dad knocking on my door than like what I'm about to come than like a jump
well,
scare.
imagine if-
Imagine
3D
if the
knocking
jump scare
sounds.
was your dad. Like, it's
What
just
if they did that? Like some bitch adds in like with like directional headphone sound.
Yeah, like
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say that.
Hello? That would be so
Yeah.
mean.
that would
There's
be
a-
that'd be terrifying.
There's like a game that you play, like I forget what it's called. It came out recently, but you play it with your webcam, and it's like a story-based game.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
I
you
hate
like
that
blink.
already.
the hook is like you think I don't know if you in front of a green screen, but pretty much they have like a thing, it's like a video manipulation where it's like you'll see like a ghost, a ghastly apparition behind you. But imagine porn like that, but like you have to, it's like you're FaceTiming with the girl. It's all like interactive, and then it's just like a picture of like your dad behind you. But he has his dick out like he's
at the
joining
start
in.
of it, and you're like, man, I don't know why they made me upload the dad picture.
Yeah, why do they want all this information?
But this has to, I mean, it said I would come in 30 seconds, so I mean.
Yeah, we're back around to it.
Took me like 6 minutes.
Have you guys ever seen like data moshed videos? Like there's one with Critical where he's doing the woo, but it like cuts off, it's just, and it like that just happened to Doplex for half of that whatever he was just saying.
Yeah.
And it was
Oh,
it would
really?
just be like
Your shit went wild.
Yeah, you're like.
it was so fucking funny.
I will segue that. What happened to Doplex's audio and video for us is what happened to me and Doplex's dinners on Friday.
Now that's a segue.
In much the same way that our periods were in sync.
Your Fred monsters were in sync.
Yes.
Technically, mine happened first, given the rotation of the Earth's time of day.
That's true.
So Friday night, I'm settling down for a big 8-hour session of Elden Ring, which is fucking awesome. I had such a good time. Big Godfrey at like 2 a.m. It was
Hell
sick.
yeah.
But I
Hell
sat
yeah.
down. James was on. Me and James were just chilling VC, like running around, fucking shooting the shit. We tried to play co-op.
Oh yeah, I
and
was
then-
there.
We tried to play co-op, and then my internet died or something, and I got kicked
Yeah.
out just as we got invaded in some no life,
Yeah.
like one
Yeah,
shot.
fucking
James it was very
wiped
cringe.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so shit. Anyway, so that happened, and then I ordered a big thing of Hungry Jack's, which is what Australians call Burger King for some stupid reason. But I was like, I'm gonna get a
Yeah,
big
you
fat
fucking
greasy
weirdos.
juicy Hungry Jack's meal. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna sit down with my 1.5 liter fucking my 500ml Monster Energy and vibe. I was chilling with James, and I kind of like didn't see that the guy was here, and I was like, oh shit, run down, meet the guy there, and he like, I was a little bit late. I had to message him like, oh shit, sorry man, coming down now. Get the bag off him, and he just immediately
Like,
dips.
it's okay,
And I thought it was because I'd kind of let him waiting for a few minutes already, and he was keen to like go to get the next order or whatever. So like, fair enough. Hands me the bag, just immediately fucking pieces out. I'm like, all right. Waiting for the elevator, and there's like a shitload of people because it's like 6 p.m. on a Friday. Everyone's coming home from work, so I'm like waiting at the back, and I kind of like hold the bag, and I'm like looking at the ground, and it's like wet on the floor, and I was like,
That's
ain't good.
never a good sign.
that ain't good. I feel the bottom of the bag, and it's fucking saturated, like as wet as you could
Hell
possibly fucking be. I look inside of it. I'm also about what you would expect. It's like, but even worse than what you'd expect. Like a drink spills, whatever.
Yeah.
This is next level. So I'm like mad. I wait till everyone's in the elevator. I get into second elevator because I didn't want to be in there with like 6 people and someone be like, your bag's dripping. And I'll be like,
I know.
I know.
I'm not cleaning it up.
It's an
Fuck
issue.
you. So I just, so I just
ordered
sat
it
there
like
waiting
this.
I was sitting there waiting for the next one to come, terrified that like someone's gonna come up behind me and then see me dripping this bag in front of the elevators.
Yeah.
Get upstairs, immediately throw it like plonk it in the sink, being like, what the fuck? I feel like what happened was the drink spilled, but not only the drink spilled, I feel like the guy put the entire Burger King bag in like the little thing on his scooter, like sideways, because on top of that there was a sundae, which was like the ice cream was on its side, like horizontal,
Oh, yeah.
which was also then melting and leaking out of the bottom of the bag, and then like the nuggets, the chips, just everything was just everywhere. Like there's a picture we'll put up on screen which I sent you guys,
put
where
it
like
up.
there's just an empty case of fries, like just the cartons just floating in this mess. I go to pick up they usually they put them in 2 separate bags, which they did with this one as well. Like they put the food in one bag and then the drinks in another bag, and then they put all that in one like big bag. And I go to pick up the bag that the drinks were in, and it just gives way, and the bottom stays in the bag, and just the walls of the bag come up. And I was like, we did. It's weird. We looked into it. So I got a drink, Emily got a drink, and there was a sundae. We couldn't find Emily's drink. Like we couldn't find the carton that it was in, but I feel like the liquid was what was making up the bottom.
You just like
So I don't
dumped
know
it
if
in
the
the
guy,
bag and
like,
then threw the
Here's your
cup away.
Imagine
The
he's
guy comes out
waiting
his-
for you. Everything's good, and he's waiting for you. And he's like, "This guy's taking too long."
fucking no,
You
literally,
order the
like,
entire
fucking
like
yeah.
your perfect food.
Shakes the whole bag up.
It just waits for you.
Honestly, maybe because or like he fucking put his Gary's mod like little boom thing and like deletes the cup around it and then the liquid falls in. But honestly, you couldn't fuck up an order more if you try. Like you said, James, it was literally like someone spilt it and then just went and shook it. It wasn't even like, oh well, half the food's fucked. I'll get a refund and then order something new and then I get like free food from like the shit that isn't fucked. Everything was fucked. All the burgers were soaked. All the drinks and fries and everything was cooked. And then on top of it, it was like lukewarm because cold Pepsi had just sprayed all over it, or Coke, whatever the fuck it was. That was my story. And then much like, wasn't the definition of insanity? It's just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Ordered the exact same Burger King again, but this time it was delivered delicious and hot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So
And I got a full refund for the other one.
that
so
happened to
whatever.
you.
Hell
A couple
yeah.
weeks ago, my last meal was ruined. Doplex, I think the same night or technically the night after that happened
But
to
your
Kudos,
equivalent
something
Friday
happened
night.
to you.
So Sabrina and I, we cook our own meals throughout the week, and on Friday, sometimes Saturday, sometimes we'll do a double decker penis, but usually Fridays is like our day to eat out, right? Like we order out. And I was
that's
telling
what we
her
do,
about how you guys have had such shitty experiences with James's fucking frisbee pizza.
Your pizza,
Courtney put
honestly,
it up.
that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that is one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen.
It's
that looks
so
like
funny.
it looks like he went on Google and searched the most fucked pizza possible.
It's so
But
funny.
it happened to you.
So I was telling Sabrina about your pizza and Kudos, your Burger King meal, and we were laughing about it because I feel like it's notorious with food delivery drivers. Sometimes they just say fuck it, they'll just like bean your fucking food at your door or whatever. So we ordered Mexican food, and I noticed when I went to pick up the bag, like the bag was soaking wet, and here's a picture.
Good.
You could see like soda all over, like the outside of the bag. So I'm like, it's just the outside. It's fine. And then like I look, and the soda is like fucking dented in. Like I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm like, it's probably fine because the bag is tied. I doubt soda got inside of the bag. And sure enough, I open it and there's soda inside of the bag. It like spilled into like my little thing because I got a torta, and it was like in my fucking food. And
God.
I reported it to DoorDash, and they gave me $3 because DoorDash sucks ass for that shit. I don't understand it.
What?
I remember.
I get
remember one
refunds
time they
on
just
so
didn't
much
believe
shit.
me.
Yeah, I get full refunds
Yeah.
all the fucking time.
Even
Yeah, they
in
just- they don't do it,
Minecraft, on things that weren't necessarily totally fucked.
Not
Right,
even him.
yeah.
I scam these companies all the time, and I make them give the driver their tip still. So I make them give me all my money back, but not the fucking tip. Fuck Uber
Right.
Eats and shit. But that's fucking crazy to have your food ruined, and they're like, nah.
Yeah, here's $3.
Did you do it like where you complain about like, because when I had to complain, it said like, oh, what item is ruined, and I just had to select like tap every single
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's
Did
fucked.
you do that? But you just clicked the drink, and then they were like, oh, the drink's $3, so here's $3.
No, I
back.
picked everything because the soda was inside of the bag,
you
and they're like,
follow
up
after?
based on what you said, here's $3 and some change in your credit thing.
Did you follow up after?
No, because I didn't care. Like,
That's why they do it. I'm not saying you're wrong, but they're
You're right.
just like, when this guy follows up, we'll give him his refund.
Yeah,
And if some
exactly.
people,
They-
it's
they
like,
put the
what's
smallest
$40?
hurdle.
But it's like,
yeah.
man, fuck that. That
Well,
sucks
I feel like
ass.
when I first started like dealing with like food delivery services, like I remember there was a point where every time Sabrina and I would order sushi, the driver would steal it. Like it was like without fail.
That's
Like
crazy.
we couldn't even like choose like any kind of like Asian food because it would always just get stolen. And
That's
there was a
crazy.
point where
Why
they
didn't
just
they-
straight up stopped believing me. Like I'm like, no, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to fucking hustle you.
Yeah.
I just want my food.
Yeah.
Amazon did that to me once, and it was just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dude. That's
That's
why you
weird.
need human beings as your fucking
Yeah.
support,
Yeah.
not
Just
computers.
let me talk to someone. I just want a
Jesus
friend.
Christ.
I
Come
was
on.
I was kind of happy when I got to complain that they actually gave me a section to write what the issue is, because I feel like
Oh, right.
sometimes
Yeah.
you do feel like you're, because this was honestly fucked, like the inedible,
Yeah.
the
No, yeah,
worst shit
yeah.
you've ever seen.
That was
And I feel
uneatable.
like just ticking a little box that says like, oh, my drink fell over, it like doesn't do justice
Yeah.
to how
know
fucked this is.
what you did
Yeah,
to
so
me.
like, so I felt good being like, drink entire food saturated, completely inedible. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
having that
Yeah,
box
just
made me feel so much vindicated.
You're actually using grammar too.
Yeah.
It's like period, comma, exclamation point.
Here's the thing, fucko.
It looks like he threw my order in the dryer and put it on a cycle.
He pissed in my French fries. My chicken nuggets were shit.
Someone left my food out in Alaskan winter and didn't notify me. They didn't knock, they didn't text me, they didn't call me. So I picked up
this'll
my
be fine.
food and I like had to like out of the snow.
Oh, it was like frozen?
And the bottom of it was pretty much frozen. But
Damn.
it was just okay enough that I was able to throw it in like the oven or the microwave, and it was okay.
Sure,
and so
yeah.
I just got
Right.
free food.
I remember one time back in Wellington, I ordered some like a burrito or something, and the driver took the most fucked route possible. Like there was a very easy like 5-minute, 10-minute route to our place, and instead they went like whoop, like complete opposite way. So of course they show up, and it's like it's just cold, like it's just cold, and you go to complain. And they don't have an I think they do now, but at the time they didn't have an option for like my food is cold. So there was just like a catch-all like, oh, shit's fucked button. And you click that and it's like, describe your issue. And I was like, it's cold. And they're like, please attach an image. And so I literally...
Let me spray it to blue. Hold on.
You just make the color temp super blue.
Yeah. Put this in the freezer. Hold
Look, it's
on.
cold.
You put ice
Stand next
crystals
to
on
wearing
it.
a coat, like, brr.
What I did was I got like a thermometer, like an oven thermometer. You put meat and shit. I just stabbed it in that.
Oh,
and, like,
damn,
took
you
a
went
photo
all
of
That's
the
so
readout.
good. That's epic.
So we're going to start a new segment starting right now where pretty much if you are a patron, part of the meat mafia, as we like to call you fuckers, you get to submit a little story, video, recording. It's your choice, but whatever you want.
Yes, we reserve the right to make fun of you if it sucks.
Oh, yeah,
there's only guarantees that it'll be put in front of our face, not that we'll like
Right.
I think our audience is used to it at this point. We've dunked on a few of you guys.
Yeah,
but
we've
they've
done
all
a
been good
few.
sports about
It's all
it.
done,
We
yeah,
love
it's
you.
all,
Right,
it's all done good
Gavo.
with good nature.
Right, Gavo? Gavo will tell
We
you.
love y'all. Yeah,
Pete, who has
Gavo.
had multiple questions talked about and
Yeah.
not fully
Yeah.
answered.
So this is from Noodles, and the story goes a little something like this. I have a story. One about how I broke my penis. I'd recently broke up with a woman I'd been dating. We had a place together, but she moved out a few weeks before to move in with the guy she had cheated on me with. Sorry to hear
Let's
that.
go!
Brutal.
I decided it was time
Sounds like
to
you
just...
weren't enough for her.
Come on, man.
Come on! Don't do that to Noodles.
This is your girlfriend.
And this was your penis. So I decided it was time to just let loose a bit, so I went on a night out.
Uh-oh.
I picked up a girl at this bar, and we are mind-bogglingly fucking tree houses. What?
Wait,
Excuse
Hold
me?
on.
I think that's a saying for drunk.
we are mine. It's not even mind. It's mine, like in Minecraft.
Yeah.
We are
We'll give 'em the
mind-bogglingly
pass.
fucking treehouse.
This is me when Treehouse.
Drake, you didn't cut the door. That's me when I'm in a treehouse.
I picked up a girl at this bar, and we are mind-bogglingly fucking tree houses by the time we leave and wobble our way to my place. So it is drunk. Okay.
Okay.
I can barely see straight as I open up my front door.
'Cause he's
Things start
Treehouse.
getting R-rated, and super drunk me thinks it's a great
does
idea
that
to
mean?
whip out the sex swing I'd bought
does that
for me
mean?
and my ex.
What does R-rated mean?
I think that means they're gonna kiss.
What?
So he busts out a sex swing. All right. I like where
Okay.
That's
This
fucking
is
dope.
going.
First of
That's
all, hold
bold.
on. That's wild.
Hold
You
on.
gotta bolt that shit into struts in the ceiling and stuff. That's fucking crazy.
Actually, no, you just gotta throw it over the little door and close it.
Really? That will hold it?
I guess it depends on the caliber of woman.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Maybe it depends on the
And-
door
and-
you got, but
Yeah, exactly. It depends on the door, because shitty apartment doors do not
Yeah.
work.
I like to imagine she came home drunk and he was like, just hold on, give me a second.
he does it
He has like
surprisingly
a
fast,
contractor come in. Yeah, looks like you got grade C wood. It's not gonna work, my
though.
guy.
No way.
We don't have a stud anywhere in the ceiling. It's not gonna hold.
Not with this girl. Maybe maybe go back and grab a different one, huh? I can't believe I was mind-bogglingly treehouse and now I'm fat.
You know how they like weigh really fat people on like the things the scales at the zoo? Do you reckon
Oh,
they have, like,
right.
a sca-
Or like
do you reckon they have a
packages.
scale at the zoo? Like a swingsuit at the zoo for elephants? They-
God.
Yeah, the swing actually comes with one. All right, grade C wood, you can only be 250. All right, can you get on this?
He's like looking up at the scale, like, Fine.
You know, we might have to cut all of this if that's the outcome.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, keep
Yeah.
going.
All right, let's
Yeah.
see. This sex swing sort of worked like one of those pull-up bars you put in your door frame. So I hook it up there and she clambers in.
Clem.
Is it one of the kids ones where it's like a full seat and then you just put your legs in between?
Don't say that.
Like a toddler.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking-
jeez.
She clambers in. You hear
Let's
her
dive deeper
thighs
into the
fucking-
toddler sex swing metaphor.
Yeah, let's
really
let's
explore
back out.
this.
Let's move on.
With my penis out with weight on it, I would never trust that. I've
Yeah.
eaten shit just doing pull-ups on the fucking door frame.
Yeah, those
ones.
things
like,
are
Yeah.
deadly.
Are you gonna you trust a fucking 100-pound girl on your penis suspended in the air, hanging
200
from a door
pounds.
frame? 200, 300 pound.
Yeah.
Let's give her the
least.
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Continue.
One of those people that has to get like they have to like rip the wall down to like pull them out when they die.
Yeah. Being completely trampolined, I step forward and go to just jab Captain Winker in and miss and hit her cheek. Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Let me
hold on.
read. Being completely trampolined, I think that's also a metaphor for being drunk.
Oh, I thought he meant
think-
like hard, like he's sprung, like he's like
Oh,
boing.
oh yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I
That's
step
good. That's
forward
good.
and go to just jab Captain Winker. I'm assuming it means his penis in and miss and hit her cheek,
Butt
So he was
Okay.
going for a blow.
butt cheek.
No, butt cheek.
Oh,
Because you
okay,
wouldn't
that
use the
makes
chair
sense.
for a blow. I mean, unless you just want to like rest your throat on it.
Unless
and
she's
just
like,
get
yeah, unless she's
throated or
upside
some
down.
shit.
She could be on a little tum, but as a girl that
Yeah.
size,
Yeah.
I don't
She
know.
lays down on it and farts.
Potion.
Yeah. And the fart goes in his penis. Call back to episode
And he
fucking
dies!
5.
Yo.
bro.
Call
Call back to
back.
That's a
episode
call
5.
Damn.
Damn.
farted on my
his
dick.
Damn. Then she shit. Damn.
Damn.
We're fucking tree houses. Killing shit, bitch.
Call me Rambo.
My penis.
Broke my penis.
If you want this treatment for your story, consider
Go
subscribing
to
to the
Patreon.
we
Patreon
absolutely
page.
tear it apart, and you in the process. All right. She swings slightly. I think it's hilarious, and do it again. Swings further out. She. Oh.
This is like one of those you ever see them shit on YouTube where it's like the professor is like, okay, I have to make sure not to move. I'm gonna let go of this ball, and according to Newton, it should only come back and touch my nose.
If I let
And
the
like-
pendulum of my conch swing,
it's-
eventually it'll go in.
It
Oh,
swings
no,
all the
I've
way
broken
across the
my
room, comes
penis.
back and breaks his fucking dick in half. He's like,
No, that wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't part of my
I added
theory.
momentum.
That's the sound of a dick breaking. Isn't that what's meant to happen when like you snap your Achilles tendon or whatever? Doesn't that's
Yeah,
like,
it
sound like a
fucking
whip
it
cracking
slides
or
up
something?
the back of your leg. Yeah, my
Oh,
dad tore his
God.
Achilles
Like a
and
rubber band.
it snapped at his ankle and like fruit roll up to his fucking knee.
Oh,
I've
dude,
heard-
that gave me like an instant headache just imagining that.
But like I've heard this
God.
because it's so there's so much tension in it that like it sounds like a
Oh.
whip cracking when it goes up.
They should call it
Anyway,
the Achilles tension.
in fact.
Chili's.
After the party,
it's
we
sponsored
go
by
into a
Chili's.
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 A Chili's Greek restaurant. Okay, go on.
I think it's hilarious, and I do it again. She swings further out. I take a few steps back, laughing my arse off. Then I run at her. Okay, come on, dude. You were asking for it at this point.
Yeah, this is just a series of bad decisions.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
A
So
girl
he
that
has-
size
he's
2,
at
that's an
full-
immovable object.
Well, we don't know if she's fat. All right.
It's like running your dick at a brick
I
wall.
like how we just created this story. It's just a fat woman on a swing. But it's funny the way he's like, I guess portraying. Like I'm imagining him just like at full mass, like holding his cock and just like running across the room. It's like sudden death.
He's running like how you run in Elden Ring, where he's kind of got like a
Yeah.
big fucking gate to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And combat rolls just before.
And then I feel the worst pain of my life emanating from my Jolly Roger and fall forwards onto her. The door frame cracks under the weight of her
Yep.
and my fat arse.
See?
And she comes crashing down.
Told you, man.
Oh
you
my
gotta get your shit zoned.
A few hours later, we're both sitting in the hospital, her with a deep gash in the back
She
of her
came? Oh, okay.
In the back. Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
I was
No,
like,
she
dude,
did.
I
She
was
got
worried.
a second pussy.
I just met you. Fuck you. Go to the hospital. You want to run around with your dick like a fucking 2-year-old? I'm not coming.
I forgot she fell. I thought he like stabbed her in the back of the head with his dick. I was like, how did you do that hard?
How could you break my dick? Fucking just like, rips the hair out of her head and like splits her skull open.
A few hours later, they're sitting in the hospital with she has a deep gash in the back of her head, and me with a huge bag of ice on my tallywhacker. I looked like I was smuggling a purple tennis ball for weeks afterwards, and it was at least 6 days before I stopped walking like I'd shit my pants. That's the story. Thank you, Noodles, for your
Thank you, Noodles.
Yeah,
Thank you
shout
for the
out,
great
Noodles.
question. I mean,
that was a
Dude,
fantastic
that's
story.
nuts. You deserve it. Not that you deserve it, but there was no other outcome.
Listen, you were experimenting, with the sex swing. I get it; it's fun. But you gotta think, when your penis is hard, it's like it's like you break it like a finger. Like you just.
Yeah,
that's all
you wouldn't
straight
run at a
into
wall
shit.
like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, hope it
Right.
works
And that
out.
girl's ass
Let's
was a
see
wall,
what
let me
happens.
tell you. Fucking,
Yeah.
That much
but
so you like.
I have a intuition that if it didn't break that time, he would have went all the way down the hallway and just been and then it would have broke that time. So like there was no
I'm gonna go
avoiding
down the
this.
street. I'm gonna go to the 7-Eleven. I'm gonna run back as fast as I can.
I'm gonna pick up a Red Bull.
He
I'm gonna
goes
go
out into the
extra
hallway.
fast.
He goes out into the hallway and opens his neighbor's door and goes all the way back into their living room and then like runs by and like grabs
But
their
he's
door
still
and closes
naked.
it. He's like,
It's just dicky wreck.
Do you guys mind?
Just like eating spaghetti or something.
sorry.
I'm gonna get my friend.
That
I'm
guy
gonna,
with a full
I'm gonna
fucking.
lie on my back on the hood of my friend Johnny's car, and he's gonna drive me forwards.
He's gonna slingshot me back. He's got some bungee cords.
Pardon me, folks, and he just like goes running down. Joe Bush be ready to play the sound. He just goes like, ah.
On the way, he looks over to the side and he's like, "Hi, welcome to Jackass."
It's called the dick swing. I'm gonna give this cunt a gash in her head, and I'm gonna break my dick.
And there's a bull waiting off stage.
Yeah.
That's how
And then-
she gets the cash.
And Johnny Knoxville's gonna finger my asshole. If any of you guys have great stories like that, I mean, it doesn't even have to be as good as that. I mean, your life probably isn't that interesting. All right, no, I'm just kidding. But if you have any good stories that you want to share with us, then join the Patreon and then join the Discord and then pop them in the submissions channel, and then we'll read them out loud and give you a nice little kiss at the end.
And again, it also can be like a audio message if you want to tell it,
Yes.
or
Yep.
a
Or
video,
video
one if you
message.
want to. But you
There's
do
no
run the
video
risk
message.
of a different kind
Yeah.
of getting made fun of, though.
No, we wouldn't fucking do that.
Yo, why is
But
there so fucking
Just like, yo,
ugly,
this dude
though?
ugly as fuck.
I know, we genuinely wouldn't do that.
I would.
Also, we have a lot more questions to get to, which we will get to. This episode just ran a little bit longer.
If it makes you guys feel any better, we also had like 60 talking points. So I think we hit 2 of them. So
That's
it's
true,
not just
yeah.
it's not just your stuff that's getting curved. We're curving ourselves.
Hey.
Yeah, we're curving ourselves.
Hey.
We just been talking.
Hey.
Hey, I'm
Hey.
talking here.
Get the
Hey,
fuck
I'm
out of
curving
here.
Curve ourselves
Get the
harder
fuck
than
out.
the
Yeah, you
rock.
got the
Come
You
on,
come
man.
to Sapristi's neighborhood
Fuck,
without
you don't come around here,
get
you
the
piece of
fuck
shit.
out.
Fuck you, man.